Hello guys, don't go crazy looking at the title of the video. In this video, we are not going to see how to read someone's mind. Only vampires could do when they are around. We are going to see how to read people. It's all about knowing beyond words what they want to say. It is all about sensing what they actually want to say even when they say otherwise. When you are able to properly read someone, it will significantly affect your social work and personal life. When you understand how another person is feeling, so you can accordingly tweak your message and communication style so that it is received in the best way possible. It might sound tricky, but you don't actually need any superpower to read someone. In this video, we are going to see 15 amazing tips to read someone like a pro. The first thing is be objective and open-minded. If you are going to read someone, you must first practice having an open mind. You should not let your emotions and past experiences influence your impression and opinion. If you are going to read someone in a quicker way, it will cause you to misread someone. Psychology actually says that logic alone won't tell you the entire scenario. You must surrender yourself to the vital forms of information, which is nothing but non-verbal cues that people express and that people emit. So you have to approach every situation and the interaction in an objective way. So when you receive information, you have to be objective and receive neutrally without distorting it to see someone clearly. The second marvelous thing you could do to read people is you can observe their posture. You can see them, how they stand, how they walk, how they hold their head. Let's say if a person is holding his head high, it means he is very confident of this situation. And let's say another person who is walking very indecisively and cover. So it means he may be in low self-esteem. Let's take a scenario where you are a boss and your subordinate has dropped by your place, but when he was walking towards your place, he was walking in an indecisive manner. So when you see him, when you observe his posture, you have to understand that he might be in so low self-esteem. So you have to make him gain some confidence before he go back to his desk. The another thing you could do is observe people's appearance, whether that person is dressed up for success, which makes them look they're ambitious, whether that person is wearing jeans and t-shirt, which makes them they look comfort and casual, whether that person is wearing t-shirt with slogan, whether that person got a tattoo in their hand, whether that person is wearing any pendant with religious symbols which showcases their spiritual values. So in all these identities and symbols, you can sense or read something about that person. Okay, the another thing you could do is observe people's body movements. Let's say when somebody lean towards you, it means that that person like you. When somebody lean away from you, it means that that person don't like you. So during a conversation, when a person lean towards you, keeping her hands open and facing palms upwards, it means that that person is in connection with you during the conversation. So not only this lean towards, lean away, you can observe various other body movements also, like keeping one's arms crossed and legs crossed. It suggests that that person is in self-defensive, self-protection or anger. So let's take an example where you are conversing with another party and that person is leaning towards you during the conversation, keeping her hands open and the palms facing upwards. So that person is in connection with you during the conversation and the conversation is going well, but suddenly you say something. So that moment that person lean away from you, keeping her hands crossed. It means that you said something but that person didn't like it. So not only these body movements, you can observe whether somebody is cuticle picking or biting their lips. It suggests that they are trying to soothe themselves under pressure. Another thing you could look out is facial expressions. Unless you are the master of poker face, your emotions will be etched on your face. So on our daily basis, we come across people, we do smile with people, we do discuss with people, we do converse with people, we do laugh, fight and do everything. There are several facial expressions we do come across, we do see on daily basis. Each one got its own meaning. The first one is when you see deep frown lines forming in somebody's face, it is the sign that they are overthinking or worried. When somebody is truly laughing out, you can find crow's feet or smile lines of joy on their face. When you find pursed lips, it means that it's the sign of contempt, anger or bitterness. So additionally, if you find clenched jaws or teeth grindingness, so it means that it is the sign of tension on someone's face. The another thing is, don't shy away from the small talk. In our previous video, we have discussed a lot about the small talk. What is small talk? How to have a small talk? Where and when we can have a small talk, and so on. So here we are going to see how to make use of it as an opportunity to understand one person. So when you have a small talk, you can find out how your person behaves in a normal situations. You can use it as a benchmark to identify any differences out of the normality in some other situations in his behavior. The next thing you could do is scan complete behavior of a person. Let's say in general what we do is, in most cases we assume that when a person look down on a floor, it means that the person is nervous or worried. Let's say you are already familiar with a person, you are very close with that person, you are having conversation with him, but during the conversation that person is looking down on the floor. Does that mean that person is nervous or worried? It could be because that person is trying to avoid eye contact with you, or trying to be casual because you are talking about something which he is not comfortable. It could be like that also. That's why establishing a person's normal behavior will help you to identify if any deviation in that person behavior. Thing you could do is ask direct questions when you want direct answer instead of asking vague questions. So moreover, when somebody answers you a question, you have to look for the action word in their answer to understand how they think through to answer your question, how they do things. You can understand their behavior, you can read how they act, how they behave. So let's take an example where you have gone for a shopping and your friend has accompanied you. When you are shopping, your friend is looking for to purchase a jean. So there are several brands of jeans on the racks. So after a while you ask him which brand jean you are going to purchase. So he answers you saying that I have decided to go with the Levi's brand. Here the accent word is decided. It means that he is not impulsive. He has thought about which brand to buy. Now he has decided he is going to go with the Levi's brand. The another thing is, observe the word and the tones people use. When you talk with somebody, you have to notice and observe what kind of words they use and the tone of their voice also, because it means a lot actually. Okay, let's take an example where you are congratulating your colleague for his promotion and he replies saying that this is my fourth promotion. It means that he has already been promoted thrice. This is his fourth promotion. That you want to know that he has already been promoted thrice. So these kind of people mostly rely on others to boost their self-confidence. They actually want you to brag them so that they feel good. So in most cases, as per psychology, what they say is the sounds basically creates vibrations. The tone of the voice and the words they use, based on that you can feel the emotion of the person. If the tone of the voice is like whiny or abrasive, you can understand what kind of emotions is going inside their body, in their mind. You could do is listen to what your gut says. When you first meet a person, it will give you a visceral reaction. It is actually a primal response, occurs quickly on its own. It is your internal truth meter actually. It will let you know whether you are comfortable with that person or not. Moreover, it will tell you whether you can trust that person or not. You can actually go by that. Amazing thing I tell you is observe people's eyes, because eyes are the doorway to our souls as per research. It will tell you so many things, whether they are mean, whether they are angry, whether they are defensive, whether they are telling you the truth, whether they are telling you a lie. Everything they will let you know. It will tell you what kind of person they are also. So you are keenly observe people's eyes when you have a conversation to read beyond words what they mean actually. Another thing you could observe is, let's say when someone is biting the arms of their spectacle or pen, pencil, or they are biting the chewing gum, all means the same thing. They are worried about something in their subconscious level. Try to cheer them up, interact with them and try to make them happy. The another thing is, let's say when a person is rubbing his chin like this and looking somewhere around, up, down, sides or anywhere, it means that that person is trying to make a decision. If you ask him what he is looking at, he wouldn't even know what he is looking at, because he is deep in thinking and trying to make some decision in his mind. Another thing you could notice is sitting on a chair like a horse. Sitting on a chair like a horse means that holding the back of the chair and facing the different direction. So because basically people who are dominant tend to follow this style when they are sitting on a chair. So it means that, let's say a person is running the show and another person doesn't want to remain or look weak, he might follow this style if he is the dominant person. Many people, most of the people doesn't like people sitting like this, because we basically and intuitively feel the aggression in it. The final
thing you could do is practice watching people. The more you study people, the more you can read them. So watch some program on mute, observe the face reactions of the people and the body movements of the people. After some time, watch the same program with the volume on and try to see whether your observation matches. So this way you can practice watching people and improve your skill set on this front. So now I have taught you the 15 amazing ways on how to read people. So basically we don't need any superpower to read someone. All we need to understand is what we need to look for. Okay guys, so it will actually help you to further boost your emotional quotient and make you understand the struggles and needs of the people around you, so that you can act accordingly, and it will help you to improve your interpersonal skills. It will help you to establish very good relationship with somebody. In all these ways it will immensely help you. Hope this video would have been useful to guys. Thank you for watching. Comment below how you find this video. I will make sure I will see you all with the useful video again. Stay tuned.